What's going on? VitalSyntax here, and welcome to the second episode of the Armory. This is a new series that covers a bunch of different weapons and kit setups for Battlefield 3. Specifically, these kits are designed by you guys, the subscribers, by leaving comments on the video with kits that you'd like to see in future episodes. Today's kit setup comes from the user GogglesDuh, who recommended using the M60E4 in the support class with the bipod, extended mags, and holographic sight attachments, as well as using the G18 suppressed, C4, and the squad suppression perk. He wanted me to play Rush on Grand Bazaar, so I have some clips from Grand Bazaar, Operation Metro, and Scene Crossing. The support's LMG weapons are really only suited for the defense side on Rush, as most of the light machine guns, including the M60E4, are really only useful when you're bipoded down, and when you're on the attacking side, throwing your bipod down is going to make you not mobile, and you won't be able to progress up and take out the objectives like you're supposed to. Almost all of the high caliber light machine guns that have large magazines are also paired with a lot of recoil as well as a lot of spread, and hitting your target at anything other than close range is almost impossible unless you're in the prone position or using a bipod. This means you'll probably have to change up your gameplay style if you're more of a running gun type player. You're not going to be able to run around corners like it's a submachine gun or shotgun and engage people at close range. Instead, what you want to do is stick to longer distances, always have your bipod out if possible, and also take advantage of the large magazine by just holding the trigger down and trying to mow down multiple enemies at the same time. Don't expect to have the best accuracy while mowing down your enemies with an LMG, but luckily you do have that 200 round magazine while using extended mags, or 100 round magazine just by default, and you also have the ability to drop ammo, giving you basically unlimited ammo whenever you need it. The holographic sight was a great optical choice for this weapon, and I would recommend using either the holographic, the red dot, or the Cobra sight, seeing as you're probably going to use this weapon at close or medium ranges, and you don't really need the higher magnification that some of the other longer range scopes offer. As far as secondaries go, GogglesDuh has opted to include the G18 Suppress, which is a great choice for close range, although I would have suggested using something better at longer distances, something like the 44 Magnum, the 44 Scoped, or the M93R that have a little bit more range, because the M60 frankly isn't the best at longer distances, and hopefully that pistol can help you out when you need it. He's also opted for the C4 equipment instead of the Claymore or Mortar, and I would have suggested going with the Claymore myself for something like Rush, because when you're playing on the defense, especially, you're playing a defensive role and you're trying to hold down a position and secure it, and Claymore is going to help out a lot more, and they're going to be a lot easier to use. You don't have to detonate them like C4 when you're trying to defend the MCOM. And lastly, he suggested using the suppression perk, which is a great choice. I would recommend either the suppression, the cover, or the flak perk. You don't need the extra ammo that the ammo perk adds because you have unlimited ammo with the ammo box. Same with the grenade upgrade. And you don't really need the sprint perk because you're not going to be moving around too much. Mostly you're going to be bipoded around. You don't want to be sprinting anyway. And having that suppression perk is going to increase the suppression, which there's already a ton of suppression with light machine guns. And with the increased suppression they've added in the last patch, or using the cover perk, it's going to allow you to be a little bit more accurate, because they've also increased the amount of recoil you're going to have, even when using a bipod with that latest patch. So having that cover perk is going to allow you to be a little bit more accurate when being suppressed. And also the flak perk is another great choice, because when you're using a bipod, mostly you're stationary, right? So people are going to be throwing grenades at you, trying to shoot you with rocket launchers, or even trying to mortar you, and that squad flak perk is going to allow you to stay alive a little bit longer. Now, like I said earlier, the light machine guns are a great choice, especially with that bipod when you're playing a defensive position. So when you're trying to hold an MCOM or a flag safe in Conquest or Rush, and you're playing in a defensive position, it's a great choice. But when you need to be gaining ground and moving around a lot more in something like the attacking side of Rush or Squad Rush, or playing Team Deathmatch where there's a lot of frantic gameplay and people are moving about really fast, I really don't think a light machine gun with the bipod is the best choice, although there are a lot of other options for the support class. Remember, you can use all kit weapons like the shotguns and PDWs as well. If you are caught in a run and gun situation where you don't have your bipod deployed and you're face to face with an enemy gun to gun, the best option for these light machine guns is to stand still and tap or very, very short burst fire your weapon. Unlike the assault rifles, carbines, and shotguns, the light machine guns are very, very heavily affected by movement. That means that every step you take to the left or right while strafing and ADS is going to decrease your accuracy by increasing your spread very, very significantly. That wraps up episode 2 of the Armory. Thanks for watching, and thanks for GogglesDuh for sending in this request. Once again, leave your comments down below if you'd like to see your kit in the next episode. Thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed the video, feel free to give me a like or a favorite, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.